right, the last time we did a Shopify challenge, it was like, wasn't it like August or September of last year? Yes. So, Kimberly, I'm glad you asked that question. Yes, you will be able to. The last time we did a Shopify challenge. Y'all know my echo always scares me. All right. So, yeah, last time we did a Shopify challenge, this was August or September. And it takes a long time for me to gather up my energy to do this. But I felt like it was necessary and it's time because we're in the position right now where it's time to get on with it. It's time to get in there. All right, we're still letting some people in the room here. And let me know, I know your mic's not working, but are you able to let people in the room so I don't have to pay attention to it? Or do I need to do it? I'm not sure. Now, here's the thing about the replay. The replay is only going to be up. The replay is only going to be up for this week plus the weekend. That's it. After that, it disappears. Okay. The whole point of the challenge is to get you in action, having a sense of urgency, having the understanding that not only can you do it, but you will do it in this time frame. Okay. That's the whole point of the challenge. That's why I give y'all 5 days of me straight, 5 days straight. I devote that time because I know that if I can commit and you can commit, then the work will be done. Okay. It'll get done. I promise you that. Yes, it will make you move. You will make you move. This is all going to be you. I'm the facilitator. I'm just here to provide information, to provide value. You all are the prize. Y'all are the gems. Okay. You are the answer. You are the winners. I'm simply here to just hold a mirror up and show you your excellence while you might be having a little bit of doubt, maybe a little sprinkle of fear. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to go ahead and expose those things and get ready to roll. Now, you don't have anything to download tonight. You have nothing to download tonight other than the message. Okay. So tonight we're downloading the message. We're getting ourselves prepared because after tonight, we ain't doing too much talking. It's about that action. Okay. So I want us to get in the mode, mental mode here. I see Tamika. Yeah. Angela. Hey. Jamie, Tina, Janetta, I heard you yesterday being all vocal with your shy self. Come on. I am so, look at Shanon. So we had a mastermind, a design print press mastermind here in Jacksonville at the lab. And I just want to shout out to my people that came out and physically got out here, invested in the opportunity to do that. We're going to do that once a month. That's about all I can handle because we had a time now. We had a great time, but it was an investment, and it was definitely, I felt poured into as much as I hope you all felt poured into, because it helped me to understand how to better help the community and what tools, what services I can provide to be of better service. Okay. Because one thing I'm very, very proud of is to be a servant leader. Okay. All right. So I think we got everybody in the room here. I love that y'all turn on y'all cameras. Y'all must have heard my threat yesterday when y'all turn on the camera for Dontel. I said I was gonna shave my head. I was gonna shave my head and I was gonna look cute like Dontel. So y'all will turn on the cameras, but y'all did it anyway. So no need to shave my head. So yes, I want everyone to turn on your cameras. If you can, turn on your cameras. This is a VIP experience. You all are in the room because this is my opportunity to have an experience with you. So you all get to interface with me. You're in the Zoom room. The whole Shopify challenge will not be publicized to everyone. This is literally, this is my mindset day. This is a day that we talk, we get motivated, we understand our purpose. Sometimes we have to define and kind of clarify our purpose too. So we're going to do that today. If it won't let you turn on your camera, love, I understand. I want you to want to be present. I want you to feel like this is nothing scary. This is nothing new to you. This is going to feel tried and true. Okay. Because this is a part of your transformation and what's going to have to happen in order for you to be comfortable in being successful. All right. All right. All right. All right. So what I want to first do is do my check-in. Let's check in with everybody. I want you in the chat to tell me in one word I feel, and then give me that one word. Some of y'all know the drill. Some of y'all are new. It's okay. If you're new, just join right on in. I promise that I cannot bite through the Zoom. Okay. So in one word I feel, let me see what y'all are feeling. Let me see what y'all are feeling. Excited, grateful, excited, renewed, excited, motivated, excited. Oh, I got a lot of excited. Ready, nervous. Okay, Kimberly, I got you. Don't be nervous. I promise when I say I got you, I got you. Tina, awesome, blessed, excited and ready to go, motivated. Oh, y'all came in here ready. Y'all ready this Monday. Look, it's because it's January. Listen, some of us have set some New Year's resolutions and we realizing we at the end of this month and we haven't made good on the promise we made to ourselves yet, right? We haven't made good on the promise we made to ourselves yet. So this is what coaching, this is what accountability is really for, is not to do the thing for us. It's not to make us feel bad about what we haven't done. It is literally to help hold us accountable and give us a blueprint for what it is that we say that we want to do, right? So that's what we're here for. Motivated, ready to scale upward. Okay, Donette. Yes. All right, awesome. So I'm so glad to see all of the positive energy here because this is what we need to get what we want, okay? So I want to, since we're having such positive energy, I want us to identify some things right now. So first, normally I start with the negatives, like what are the issues? First, I want us to identify some positives. I want us to picture and paint our freedom. And then I want y'all to write these things down. What does your freedom look like? Your time freedom, your financial freedom, your mental freedom, your creative freedom, your family freedom. I don't want you to just say time freedom, financial freedom, mental freedom, creative freedom, and family freedom. I want you to tell me what exactly it looks like. Give me a one-liner. So for me, one of my freedoms that I feel like embodies why I'm an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur, and love it is that my uniform consists of t-shirts and bikie shorts. And I tell y'all that I can't express how much that actually makes me genuinely happy. Genuinely happy. So I want to know what would make you genuinely happy, genuinely fulfilled. Give me some one-liners for what your freedom looks like in one of those or any of those fields. Time freedom for me, and I'm going to go down my list, and I'm just going off the top of my head because I want you to actually feel this, but then I want you to write it down. Write it down. It's actually going to help you commit to it, okay? All right, Morticia's coming in the room. Come on, Morticia. My time freedom. So my time freedom is probably one of the things that I value most. The biggest thing that I value is my family freedom. So my family freedom is that the position that I'm in at this moment, I'm able to help sustain homeschooling my niece and nephew. I don't have biological kids, but I collect babies all the time from all over since I was a little one. And I just happened to help raise my niece and nephew. A big, big, big part of me deciding to do entrepreneurship full time was them being able to be homeschooled and travel with us when we do pop-up events, when we are doing learning activities, when I'm coaching and learning, they're able to come and have these experiences. Okay, so that's another type of freedom, a freedom to have experiences. So some of us look at it like travel. For me, it's not the traveling, it's the fact that I have the freedom to have experiences that I want to have. So if I want to go to SeaWorld for the day and explore creatures on a day where nobody else is at SeaWorld, because I can go on a Tuesday at 2:00 in the afternoon with the kids or without the kids and have an experience, that is freedom to me. So I get to actually design my life, right? So for me, that's my freedom. My creative freedom. One of the reasons why I chose not to be a full-time professor when I got my PhD, which is somewhere behind me, was that I wanted to be able to own my ideas. I wanted to be able to own my creativity. And a lot of times in those realms, you're able to own those ideas, right? So that was a core factor to me. Also, financial freedom. That's a big one. Financial freedom, not having a cap on what it is that I can earn, not having someone tell me I have to be perfect throughout the entire year to get a 2.1% raise when inflation is 8 or 9%. Like, to me, that is freedom. So I don't look at the freedom in terms of like a high value type of car or an expensive um, maybe an expensive bag or something like that. Like, to me, those aren't the things that matter. It may matter to you, and if that's the case, write those things down. Tell me what matters to you, what you would be able to afford with your time, with your energy, with your money. What do you want to be able to afford? What life do you want to design? Okay, so I'm looking now. Freedom to my schedule, or freedom to schedule my life as I please without clocking in. I hear you on that. Amen, Vantrisa, and congratulations on being a full-time entrepreneur. Just okay, Morticia, I got you, love. Today, all you need to do is listen and chime in. I got you. I got you. Today is this is our motivation. This is our preparation day. This is where we're going to define what it is that we're going to tackle this week. My freedom looks like having the ability to work within my purpose on my terms. Oh, Tamika, you said that. Come on. So we're going to talk about purpose in a little bit too. So I'm so glad that you mentioned that. To not have to work for someone, Cassandra, that freedom right there that's what do we call it? Autonomy. Just being able to like wake up when you want to wake up, do the things when you want to do the things. And here's the thing, it's still work. Many times it's twice as much work. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, you're going to work 80 hours for yourself, but it won't feel like working 40 hours for somebody else. Right. And we are choosing that path because it feels different. And that's the reason why people do stuff. People are only going to do things because they feel like it. Even when you go to a job that you don't want to go to, you feel like you have to go to that job in order to pay bills, right? So we're only motivated by what we feel. So if we can understand what we truly feel and it really map out what we desire to feel, that's what we're doing right now. We're painting our freedom picture. We're mapping out what we desire to feel. We can start replacing what we desire to feel to what from what we feel like we have to do. Because then we can start replacing that. We don't have to do this over here if we've created and fulfilled this opportunity over here that we want. Okay, so this is the whole point of us creating this freedom list right now. Cash flow, time freedom. Let's come on, John, with financial freedom. Let's go. Everything, money. Look. Cash flow, time, and financial freedom. Let's go. Come on, Janetta. And I want you to tell me, what does it look like? What does it look like when you have financial freedom? What do you want to do with the money? Let's get specific, because when you actually imagine what you're going to do with that thing, you can very clearly paint the exact image of what you need to be doing and who you need to be to have that result. So if we just say financial freedom, like I'm telling you for sure, the fact that I can wear t-shirts and bikie shorts every day makes me ecstatic. Okay. It sounds real simple, but it's clear. If you tell me that I got to put on high heels and a suit, I had to do that for a little while. And I thought it was cute dressing up every day. And I had a pile of clothes on my bed every day because I would switch out of clothes, 10, 15 outfits until I figured out what I wanted to wear for the day. Then my feet would hurt in the middle of the day. I'd be uncomfortable. To me, that was a sacrifice. That wasn't what I really wanted. Do I want to get cute every now and then? Absolutely. But every day, it was mentally taxing to me. I didn't like it. It might be the thing for you. It wasn't the thing for me. So paint the picture. What is it for you? You might want to wear a bad suit every day and the stilettos and the stockings or whatever. That's you. Paint the picture. I need you to get specific with me. Let's see. Not having to worry or be concerned. Being able to travel when I want. Go when I want to and spend time with my family freely. Yes, Evelyn, this is it. And sometimes spending time with your family is as simple as just being there, being present. You don't have to be doing anything, just being present. Sometimes we're in the room and we're still not present. Our mind is somewhere else, and we're not even able to devote attention to the very ones that we are working our behinds off for. To work within my vision and not someone else's. Yes, Sharon, I hear you on that. Yeah, sounds like we're gonna get into a little bit of that when we talk about our working in our purpose tonight. Cool. Financial freedom. So you don't have to worry about your tomorrow. Absolutely. The idea of worry is something that I feel like if we had less worry, more confidence, we would conquer anything, we would crush anything, absolutely anything that we wanted to do. Build the foundation, become the example. Yes, I want my kids and other families to emulate. Yes, yes, yes. Building generational wealth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's what most of us are doing this for. Lisa, I've been working for a company 26 years and cannot retire until 2034 for financial and medical benefits. Woo! Lisa says, I want to make my retirement money. Look, Lisa says, look, it's my money and I want it now. I'm not waiting. What is it, JG Whitworth or whatever it is, whatever settlement, I don't know. But one of them commercials, it's my money and I want it now. That's an excellent understanding of what you can have, the abundance that actually exists, and understand that you can claim it now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to put a timeline on your success. You don't have to say 5 years from now, I want to XYZ. You can literally call out. That's why I want y'all to write it. Y'all, it's power when you put pen to paper. Put the pen to paper. There's power in that, especially when you get specific. So when you just say financial freedom, let me tell y'all a little something. You can be vague if you want to, but call it out. When you say financial freedom, well, if you were homeless on the streets and you had no bills, is that not technically financial freedom? Let's get specific. That's what I'm telling you. I want y'all to get specific with me. So my financial freedom looks like my bills are on auto pay. I have enough in my account to cover 6 months of expenses. I can travel with the family on vacation at any point in time that I want to and not worry about if I have the funds or the points or the time that I have to take off from and ask permission from another grown person. Get real specific, because I'm telling you, once you start defining it, you'll start deciding it. When you just make it vague, you're not going to be able to put the action that you have to put to get that specific result. Right? So if I told you, give me a number plus a number that equals a number, that's too vague. Tell me something that equals 2. Tell me something that equals 2,000. Then you can get real specific with, well, am I doing addition? Am I doing subtraction? Am I multiplying? You can ask better questions to get the result that you want. What's the result? Let me see if I got some more answers here. To delegate and travel. Absolutely, Janetta. Like, delegation is going to be key. Trust me, I am working on that myself. Not having to worry about other people's problems. Whew. You said that one now, Tracy. I hear you on that one. Freedom to enjoy whatever I want, when I want to, financially free to enjoy family time without feeling limited and rushed. Y'all, it's amazing how much time and energy we can devote to someone else's dream. And then when it's our turn to experience something we want, we feel like that's limited. But we can give unlimited time and energy and effort to building someone else's dream. So I want us to feel like not only do we have the ability, we have the right, we have the responsibility to take back our time and to take back our minds, our creativity, and really have dominion over the things that we want in this life. Because that's why we're creators. We are literally from the creator as creators who have dominion over this earth, but we're letting things have dominion over us. We're letting people, thoughts, feelings have dominion over what we're able to accomplish. So we're going to release that. So the reason why I wanted to have this discussion about freedom, because next We're going to talk about the fear. Okay. So we're going to have a little discussion about the fear. And I've kind of already broken it down to about 3 things y'all told me. And if we have some more, I want you to tell me tonight some of your biggest fears, because I get this whenever I do the free mentorship, is design, online store, like actually creating an online store, making it to where it's going to be the source of where your customers go and where they're able to shop and do business with you. And then marketing, making content, doing ads, putting yourselves out there, connecting with your ideal client, right? So those are the things that I see as the biggest fears. But let me know, do you have any other fears right now? Is there anything else that's truly stopping you from your success? Let me know in the chat, because that's what I gathered. Those were my 3 main categories that I gathered. And those are the things that we're going to address in this challenge. Y'all got anything else? If that's good, then we're good, because I already know that these are things that we're going to tackle. Nancy says being part of the content. Right. So that's what the marketing content. Yes. Actually putting your face, putting your work out there for others. I understand that's a fear. And I want us to get clear on fear, because the fear that we're actually thinking of is quite fake, right? It's not a real and present danger. It's not anything that's going to harm us. As a matter of fact, I want us to, if you are on your paper right now, I want you to draw a line down the center, put your freedoms on the right side, put your fears on the left side. On the other side of your fear is your freedom. So I want y'all to, that's why I say get specific with your freedom. So you say that I want to have my bills on auto pay. I want to be able to sit at home with the kids on a Wednesday night and not be stressing about work the next day. I just want to have fun and eat dinner and watch a movie and feel relaxed. If those are your freedoms that you want, identify those exact freedoms. Don't tell me generic stuff. Identify those exact freedoms. And on the left side of that, I want you to understand that those fears are exactly what you need to get over in order to experience the freedom on the other side. So once we get that identified, once we get that defined, you're going to understand that the only person stopping you from having freedom, who? It's who? It's just you. That's it. It's us. We are in our own way, because everything that you see on that fear side, nobody is stopping you from designing. Ain't nobody stopping you from making no video and putting it up on Instagram or YouTube or your Facebook page. Nobody's stopping you, unless you got banned because you was doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing. Then it's still you stopping you because you probably posted something to get banned. Listen, we gotta assume the responsibility. We gotta assume the fault so that we can fix it. Okay. So as soon as you see everything that's on this fear side that's stopping you, and you understand that not only is it you that's stopping you, but it's also you that can fix you, then you put on your cape and you start to save yourself for the sake of the freedom that you want on the other side, for the sake of spending time with your family, for the sake of being able to vacation, for the sake of being able to not answer to anyone else. Otherwise, what are you really saying? That the things that are on this freedom side are not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, because you won't get over the fear to get to the freedom. So I want to give y'all an example. I want to give y'all an example of, if right now, what was on the freedom side, let's say that your child was trapped underneath a full-blown vehicle. On this freedom side, you needed to free your child. Would any fear, would any inhibition, with the fact that it's a 3-ton vehicle, ever even enter your mind as an I can't? It won't. And that's the thing. When you realize that you must do something, it becomes greater than the fear. It becomes greater than the doubt. It becomes greater than the misunderstanding. And that's how we are able as human beings to position ourselves. But we shouldn't need to be motivated by something traumatic. We shouldn't need to be motivated by the last straw. We shouldn't need to be motivated by the thing that pushes us over the edge to get to the point where we realize that that is what we want. That's the freedom that we do want. If we actively work on it now, we don't have to wait for that moment. We don't have to wait for that opportunity. We can create the opportunity. So the same way you can lift that car because you have the mental capacity to understand not only can you do it, but you must do it. You must do it. Then you'll understand that these are the things that you must get over. These are the fears you must get over in order to acquire the freedom that you say that you want. It's what we say we want. All right. It's me stopping me afraid of getting overworked. Oh yeah. Here's the thing too. Some of us are actually, we're afraid of success. We're afraid that if we put ourselves out there, we might actually get that business that we wanted. We might actually get those orders that we thought we wanted, and we might actually really perform. What happens when we perform? We might impress somebody. We might get some more customers. We may get overwhelmed. Well, I'll tell you what, the thing that we're fearing is the exact scenario of what we need in order to buy the freedom. That's it. And the thing, and the way that we're fearing things, the way that we're actually drudging up all of this fear, all of this anxiety, all of this anxiousness, we're drawing it up in the likelihood of that being the reason why we fail, or that being the reason why we don't get what we want, is slim to none. Slim to none. Nancy, can you unmute for me and tell me, when you fear putting yourself in your videos or putting yourself in your content, what is the actual fear? What are you thinking of? What makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this? What makes you feel like that?
I start stumbling over my words, or it just don't come out whatever I'm planning to say.
Okay.
So I can do a lot more with not me being in camera in a way than me being in camera.
Okay, so let's talk about you being in the camera. What makes you feel like being in the camera is scary, or being in the camera is going to make you not perform like you want to perform? Is it other people's judgments? Is it you tell me, what is it? And this is what we have to define too. Right next to your fear, I want you to put why do you feel that way? What makes you feel that way? We need to identify that.
Maybe the way I might be judged.
So, and I'm going to break it down, because this is what my job is to do as your coach, is to take that fear, take why you feel like that, and say, well, is this an actual fear? Is this an actual factual thing that is going to harm you? Or is it something that we have cultivated in our mind? And the same way we planted it is the same way we can uproot it and plant something else. Okay. So let me try this theory out. Okay. So I'm going to pull that plant by the roots, so it's no longer there. And I'm going to examine this plant. Well, Nancy, you're afraid to be judged by people, but I want to tell you something. The people who are viewing your video are actually there to see you. They came there to see you. If they didn't come there to see you, guess what they do? They scroll right past you. Who's sitting there judging you right now that is not actually learning from you and getting some value from you and wants to be there? Nobody. And it might be one of these bot trolls, but they're not even real people. And if it's a real troll, that's still this amount of a percentage of what is actually likely to happen over the course of, I think, 3 years on YouTube. I may have had a couple of negative comments. And most of the time, the negative comments aren't even negative comments about me. They're complaints. And as we learned the other day, a complaint is the highest form of a compliment someone can give you, because that means they have confidence that you can fix whatever they're complaining about. Your videos are too long. All right, shoot. Okay, I hear you. Dang, that hurt. That stung a little bit. I like my 3-hour lives. However, it makes sense because some people are there to get value and to get content that they can consume and continue to consume. But maybe they won't get that if they have to sit there for the 3-hour session. They weren't there for the live. So they're not getting the full experience. So what can I do from that? Live and learn, right? It is so unlikely. It is extremely unlikely that somebody's going to come on your live, Nancy, or somebody's going to come on any video that you recorded and just say despicable things about you, just make judgments that have absolutely nothing to do with what can improve you. And even if they complain, especially if they complain, it's actually going to help you. So what are you afraid
of? Basically, it's nothing then.
There you go. So we just uprooted that. We took it out. So there's nothing there right now. So right now, let's replace that. Let's replace that thought of fear and the anxiety with anticipation. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to feel what it feels like when somebody says they loved my content. They learned so much from me. Oh my gosh, Nancy, I never would have done this if it wasn't for you. Imagine that instead. Now you putting out that video content is actually essential to who you are and what your purpose is. Because now you got to do it. You got to serve the people, Nancy. You got to let them know what you can do. So we take whatever that seed and that root of fear is, let's remove it, let's examine it, and then let's plant something else there. Let's replace it. Because as creators, we have the ability to do that. Matter of fact, we're the only species on this planet that I know of that is able to do that. That's our superpower. We're giving someone else superpowers. We're giving up our superpowers. We're relinquishing our superpowers when we let somebody else plant those seeds inside of us. We let someone else run and ruin what it is that our experience is supposed to be on this earth. You are ordained to have dominion over this earth. You can have anything that you want. You can control any scenario that you want as long as you're willing to recognize it and work for it. So Nancy, thank you so much for sharing, because I certainly appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Samela says, yes, her designs are fire. Come on, Nancy, come on, Samela, with the positive comment for Nancy. Thank you. Thank you. And even those that don't like being the center of attention, y'all, when I go somewhere, I'm extremely quiet. I'm extremely an introvert. I do not just talk out to people for no reason. So I have to have a reason. I create a reason. The reason why everywhere I go, I make sure my brand is on, because it creates a reason to have a conversation. Every single room I go to, every single time I go somewhere, if I go somewhere, because y'all know I like to be on the YouTube itch. So, I like to exist virtually. But even when I exist virtually, I still have people inquiring about what it is that I do. So this is what I want us to understand, this formula. And y'all can write this formula down. This is something that my daddy told me when I was really, really young. It says success happens when opportunity needs preparation. Okay. So I want us to understand the only way that we can guarantee 100% success is when we create the opportunity, not wait for the opportunity. Create, do not wait. Y'all hear me? So this is what we're doing with the Shopify store. We're going to create an opportunity, and we're not going to wait for the opportunity for somebody to just stumble upon our t-shirt, stumble upon our, Facebook post that maybe we posted 2 years ago with a set of shirts that we did for our family reunion. We're not going to wait for the opportunity. We're going to create the opportunity, right? And then whatever you're intentional about is what's going to actually flourish. So we're going to be very intentional about this process. This is not I threw it up there, and then, 1 year down the road, I might have put one product in my Shopify store. Okay. We're going to be very intentional about what we're doing and how we're going to maintain it, keep it up. Okay. So what I wanted to do tonight is we're actually going to brainstorm together our ideal situation. Let me bring up my little sheet here because I need to see that. And then, where is it? There we go. Boom, right here. Then I need to see y'all's beautiful faces again. All right, cool. Yep, Evelyn, success happens when opportunity meets preparation. And the only way that we can ensure 100% success is when we are prepared and we create the opportunity. Otherwise, because opportunity, who knows when it's going to knock? Who knows if we will sleep when it knocked? I don't know. But if you create the opportunity, you don't have to wonder when it's going to come. When you're prepared, you don't have to wonder if you did enough, if you have enough, if you've mastered enough. You know that you've already achieved mastery. Stop playing yourself. You already have it. All right. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go over why Shopify. Okay. Why Shopify and why we're doing this, because this is going to keep you prepared. Yes, preparation is key, Morticia. So this is going to get us prepared for what we need for this challenge. All right. So one thing is, I want to know in the chat, if you have this problem, I want you to give me a 1 if you have this problem. If you have customers in your DMs asking you about the price of your shirts, asking you about, hey, do you offer this? Matter of fact, they're full blown giving you pictures to put on their shirts in your DMs. They're in your DMs ordering stuff. Okay, we see those ones. And the reason why I want y'all to see this is because I want you to know that you are not alone. So I don't want you to be harsh on yourself and judging yourself. I want you to understand that this is something we experience collectively. And this is why we have a community, so that we all have understanding and we feel like this is a safe space to grow. Okay, this is a safe space to grow. So that's one of the things, one of the reasons why we want to go ahead and develop this Shopify store. All right, so we got the DM problem. Okay, it's not just me. Also, what about the fact that if you don't have your Shopify, and some of you have a Shopify, but maybe you're not utilizing it like you want to. Maybe you don't really have your listings up and you're not really taking all your orders there. Well, what happens is you're taking orders in your Instagram, you're taking orders from your Facebook, you're taking orders from your email, and where's your customer data? You're getting orders on Etsy. Where's your customer data? You don't own the customer. Okay. So we don't own the customer and we don't have a way of organizing and collecting that data. What do we have? We have a whole bunch of work to do every time we want to order, because we have to deal with an unorganized way, unscalable way of handling our customer relations. Okay, so let me ask you this. If April Showers 22 ordered a shirt from you last year and that was their family reunion, and you wanted to say, you know what, I remember doing April shirt last year. I wonder if April needs some new shirts this year. You can't remember if that her username on Instagram was April Showers 22. How are you going to retarget that customer? How are you going to at least see if they want to do business with you again, which is so much easier to sell to a client that you've already sold to than it is to go get a cold client out there that doesn't know anything about you. Okay, so this is one of the primary reasons why you want to set up your Shopify store. All right, so we're going to own our customer data. We're going to own our customer data. And then, of course, like I was talking about the DMs, we're going to get orders out of the DM, and we're going to have our orders official on a website. So not only will the orders be official on the website, but y'all tell me this. Who struggles with giving someone a price for what it is that you do? If you struggle with giving someone a price for what it is that you do, give me a 2. Give me a 2. If when someone asks you, well, how much for that shirt? And you kind of, you want to say $35, but you're like, I can do it for $29. I can, your voice get all soft and you start backtracking on your prices. Now, if this price was on your website, do you think your website is going to get that little shaky, soft voice and say, it's 29 instead of 35? That website is going, 35, it's 35. It ain't nothing but 35. That's all, that's it. Oh, you don't want to pay 35? Oh, you can close out this browser. We're good, right? You don't even know that the customer is over there like, oh, 35. Oh no, I ain't. Okay, great. You don't even have to have that conversation. That does not have to put a damper on your confidence for the day, right? That website, the Shopify store, can help filter your ideal client just by price alone. The price is the price. Yes. Thank you, Felicia. And we're able to justify that and take it off of our mind. The more we can take off of our mind, the more creative freedom that we have to work in our mode of genius. Our mode of genius as creatives is not negotiating prices. Every time a creative has to talk about prices, we get a little nervous. We start stepping on our own toes, right? And we end up giving away the house. Okay, y'all know, because I'd be giving away discounts all the time when I'm live. Getting in all kind of trouble, right? Yeah, Lisa says that voice. I love you too. I love you too, Lisa. Yep, that I understand that's you, because that's me too. This is why it's so easy for me to say, hey, my course is up there. That's the price of the course. It's there if you can use it. And if it's for you, you'll get it. If it's not for you, then that's fine too. I won't take it personal. Okay. So that's it. The price is the price. All right. How many of us, I'm going through some challenges now. I'm going over some things. Y'all, I'm going over issues that I have or had. So this is not just me talking to y'all and isolating and pinpointing y'all. This is literally, I told y'all I was going to start this journey over with you. If I had to restart my entire creative entrepreneurial journey, I'm giving you exactly how I would do it. I'm even going to do it with you. So if y'all can imagine, I've never had a Shopify store for my business. I'm actually transitioning my store from an e-commerce platform I was using called Magento to Shopify, just so that I can help you understand and I can better understand your process too. All right. So this is something I'm literally starting from scratch. All right. Here's another thing. Whether this is in person or in your inbox, how much time do you spend going back and forth, imagining somebody's imagination with them? For instance, they have this grand idea of this great design that they want, and they want this a t-shirt, and they can talk to you about it for an hour or two. If that's ever been you, I want you to give me a 3 in the chat here. If somebody has literally talked your head off or used up so much, you're like, I could have designed this in 10 minutes. We didn't even have to talk. This could have been an email. This could have been an email. This could have been an order on my Shopify store. This could have been a chat to the little chat bot, and the chat bot could have responded to you with this simple answer. So we get caught up with communication. So communication is one of those things that the Shopify store will help us with as well. And not just communication, but we're talking clear communication and concise communication. I struggle with concise communication. If somebody asks me a question that requires a one-word answer, I'm going to give the whole reasoning behind it. I'm going to try to understand a little more clarity about your question before I answer it. Like, concise can get to the answer a lot quicker. So your website can provide that clarity and the conciseness without having to have a whole bunch of conversation, right? How many of us actually cringe when somebody asks for our phone number? Like, oh, dang, what do you need my phone number for to make, like, we're going to talk about a t-shirt design? Like, what do we need to discuss? Right. So if we could handle those objections ahead of time, we can handle we can actually handle their concerns ahead of time with the website. Then we don't have to worry about combating objections later when they're wondering, I wonder if she really actually make this stuff. I wonder if I'm actually going to get my shirt on time. Okay. These things you can combat with the website because you can have what's called testimonials. Okay. And ratings, right? So you can have your ratings that help to identify that you're a legit business. Your Shopify store can help do that. As a matter of fact, you can actually have how many of y'all, if you have a Google My Business listing, I want you to give me a 5. If you do not have a Google My Business listing, I want you to give me a 0. And if you don't know what Google My Business is, and you don't know what a Google My Business listing is, just give me a 0. Whoa, okay. Okay, we got mostly 0s. And for those that have 5s and you have a Google My Business, I'm almost, I'm not gonna say 100% sure. I am 100% sure that we're not utilizing. And I say we because I don't utilize it like I should. I have like 55 5-star reviews. I should have 1,000 5-star reviews, right? Because the more 5-star reviews you have, the more likely your store is to be projected to people who are searching for you in Google it. Okay. All right. So the Google My Business, that and any kind of testimonials or ratings are great ways for your website to speak these things for you. How many times have somebody asked you, well, I don't know, I haven't seen your work. Can you just design something for me and I'll see if I like it? What? I don't know where they do that at. I do know where they do that at. I used to do that. I used to do that. I'm going to go ahead and say it was me. I was her. Okay. What I started to realize was I am not desperate for a sale. And I think that's one thing that you're going to be comfortable understanding when you have people that you're attracting to you rather than chasing clients. There's a difference. You're going to attract versus chase. Okay. And then in that case, you're not going to be ecstatic about getting any and everybody's business. That's what we're moving away from. Okay. All right. So I'm glad we're learning this stuff because I'm telling you that this is what's going to help us keep this right and tight. Now that you understand that these are the reasons why we're doing this challenge. All right. So another thing, what about order intake? Most of us are here doing custom orders. If you're here doing custom orders, give me a 1. If you don't plan on doing custom orders, I want you to give me a 2, and then next to the 2, tell me what you do want to offer. Because some of us are doing, like maybe you're doing baked goods or you're doing digital downloads, calendars, templates, planners, that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't want to assume. Okay. So I'm seeing mostly 1s. If you have a 2, tell me what it is that you're doing besides the custom orders. So then I know how to target this message for you. Okay, but I'm seeing all 1s. And then Cassandra, I see a 2, but 2, if you could tell me what it is that you're doing with that 2, I can be a little more specific. Well, if we're doing custom order intake, right? How much simpler would it be if that one order had the upload of the image that you're supposed to incorporate? It says the size of the shirt that they're supposed to get. It says the quantity of each size of the shirt they're supposed to get. It has them type out, not you type out. It has them type out the exact messaging that they want on the shirt. So all you have to do is copy and paste. No errors on spelling on your behalf. No, oh, I left off a word. Oh man, you left out an A. You know, these are the type of human errors that we experience in the type of work that we do. So this is going to decrease the likelihood of human error. And it's going to decrease the number of conversations that you have to have back and forth to collect this information. Because how many times are we're sitting there, we're in the inbox, we're in the DM mode, and it's like, okay, all right, well, what kind of shirt designs do you have? Well, okay. Am I supposed to upload all of my examples of shirts in this message right now? Some of us have. I've been there. I used to go to my little folder. Hey, these are some examples of memorial designs I have. Why? When you do something 3 times or more, because some of them do way more than 3 times, you do something 3 times or more, it should have been a system by then. Okay. When you answer the same question 3 or more times, don't you get aggravated with your kids when you have to answer a question or you have to ask them something 2 or more times? So 3 or more times you doing the same thing. Aren't you aggravated with yourself right now? That means we need a system. So this is going to help provide that system for us. So that increase is that intake is going to decrease the level of conversation, unnecessary conversation that we have. We're buying back our time now. If y'all get what I'm saying, we buy that Shopify, that $30 a month membership, and right now I believe it's $1 a month for the next 3 months. So we definitely want to take advantage of that, okay? Because in 90 days for $3, we better make something shake, okay? We better make something shake, all right? So I want us to realize that these are all the perks. These are all the benefits of having this set up. What about shipping? Wow. What about tracking, sending the customer the tracking information? How many of us sell like to other people, even if we are taking orders in the DMs, taking orders in the inboxes? How many of us have shipped an order, even if it's just been one order somewhere? If you shipped an order somewhere, I want you to give me a 6. Give me a 6. If you shipped an order anywhere, give me a 6. Yeah, we're shipping out here. Okay. I see y'all shipping. Yes. So even shipping things, it helps us to have that organized on our platform so that it's clean, it's clear. The customer gets their tracking number. They don't have to bug us about where their order is unless we didn't do the order, and then that's a whole nother problem, right? Okay. Perfect. And what about surveys? Are we able to survey a customer's experience if we don't collect their information and it's not connected to their order? They in the DMs with, hey, how did you like your experience with me? I'll send you a 10% off coupon code if you give me a review. Give you a review where? Their survey results are going to be about what? Oh, yeah, girl, I love my shirt order, but it's all in the DMs. Can nobody see that? There's no social proof in your DMs. There's no nurturing their client in your DMs. I know I'm not the greatest when it comes to sending out emails, but because I have your emails, you're here today because I was able to say, hey, I have this challenge. Hey, I'll see y'all tonight. Hey, here's this coupon code. Y'all eat up them coupon code emails. The other ones, y'all don't like to open them too much. Let me say it's a 50% coupon code. Y'all, it gets open. But that's a part of nurturing. That's a part of nurturing your clients. Okay. But if you don't have their information and you don't have a system to nurture, then essentially those are missed opportunities. And you're consistently trying to get these cold leads and trying to scratch for like almost any type of client and customer that you're not being strategic with how you're obtaining and magnetizing yourself so that you attract the customers. Okay. So this is really, really important. So this is nurturing. Those are your email sequences, the way that you're reaching out, text message, right? I don't know if you all collect phone numbers, but we're going to start doing text message marketing. It's huge. People will answer a text message or at least look at a text message way before they go to their email. And most of us are not taking advantage of that because we haven't collected the data to do so. All right. So those are some issues that I understand are probably some of the biggest issues that when we complete this challenge, we will have solutions for those issues. Now, do you all have any other problems? So we went over some problems, any other problems, because my goal is to see if there is a direct solution that this challenge is going to solve, or I can tell you, hey, there is a solution to that problem, but it's not embedded in this challenge. Okay. So if y'all let me know, there are any other problems that you all feel, let me know now or forever hold your peace, or at least hold your peace for these 5 days. Traffic into the website. Oh, I love it, Nancy. I'm so glad that you said that because I have some special guests coming on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, they are going to teach about Facebook ads. And that's one of the major ways to utilize that tool in order to get people to your Shopify store or to your website in general. Okay. Good one, Nancy. I love that one. Matter of fact, let me put it on my list. If it's not on the list, it don't exist. All right. All right. And then also I want y'all to tell me with the correspondence, because this is the big thing. With your correspondence, what are the type of issues or emails? Like I said, if you've had to do something 3 times or more, you have repetition in there. So I want us to answer those in terms of either frequently asked questions or have some type of automation or answer for someone when they have those particular questions. So for instance, what happens when someone has a question about a price of something? Do you refer them to the website? Do you just go to your price list and say, okay, my shirts are $35. I type in $35. Or do you have somewhere that it sends them in order to get that information? Questions about the turnaround, right? How many times does someone ask you how long it takes for a custom shirt order to be done? What if you just had a link that answered the same question over and over again, right? So the link could take hey, here are my prices. It could take them straight to the website where it shows the main products that you offer. It could take them straight to your production and shipping policy, where it tells them exactly how long it takes for things to be made and production turnaround time and shipping turnaround time, right? Absolutely, Kimberly. Yes. If you don't have a website, matter of fact, Shopify can be your only website. Shopify can be the only thing that you own as far as a website. And you can have a page that's just for information, a page that shows off what it is that you do, like a portfolio. You can use Shopify is a website. It's just tailored specifically to e-commerce, but there are basically ways that you can use it to showcase your work as well. Okay, so Speaks says they ask if they can provide their own shirt. Nope, not if okay, so there are some exceptions to that. And if they want to provide their own shirt, I you know what I do is I let them assume 100% of the risk. If someone wants to provide their own shirt, then I say to you, well, the reason why I use my shirts is because we can replace them. If anything happens to them, it is 100% our responsibility to replace a shirt. However, if you provide a shirt, I don't care if it's the same gilding that I could get. If you provide a shirt and the shirt is messed up, there is no guarantee for us to replace that shirt. So you take 100% of that risk if you provide your own shirts. And when I provide the price, I'm also pricing it to where they don't know what my markup is for shirts. So by the time they consider, oh, I'm giving you the shirts plus the markup of the decoration process, it's not worth it to them. They can't get the shirt for cheap enough to make it worth them providing the shirts. Now, sometimes you'll have that because maybe it's a special kind of jean jacket they really like or something they're providing to you, and you still give them that disclaimer. Yes, absolutely correct, Sharon. Have them sign a waiver. Now, I got to the point where I just was not doing anything that anybody brought my way, period. Some people have to get around this. Like you do embroidery, you're probably not going to be able to get around that because especially you do local embroidery, people are going to bring you things that they want embroidered. Because maybe, especially when it's something like Nike or whatever, you're going to take that risk and just make sure that they understand that the risk and responsibility is on their side. Okay. Let's see. Evelyn, so I currently have a website and a store. So to keep your Shopify and keep your company name. So Evelyn, what we're going to do, we're going to just set up the store. We'll have the option if you want to take your domain name, and this is something called a CNAME or where it points to. So you could have a store.mywebsite.com or a shop.mywebsite.com. And then that way your entire website doesn't get ported over to Shopify, just a specific part of the domain does. And this is what a lot of people do that have a shop, but they also have other content and, or maybe they have their coaching programs or whatever else, and they want to separate it from merch. Okay. So you're absolutely, a matter of fact, I helped someone do that just yesterday. Great questions. Great questions. Any other problems that y'all foresee? Because my whole goal is, listen, y'all give me the problems now so we can boom, 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 knock them out. And then by the end of this challenge, we don't have any fears. We don't have any inhibitions. We just have the drive and the gusto to get to selling. That's what I want to do. I want to get us selling. Okay. And another thing too, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know now that I will have an offer at the end of the challenge. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, well, I knew Shannon said had something up her sleeve. It wasn't nothing up my sleeve. It's literally something that I want to offer y'all at the end of this challenge. And my goal is to provide so much value, make sure that you all gain so much during this challenge that you don't want the learning to stop and you want to see what I got. Okay. So I'm motivated just as well as I'm hoping that you're motivated too. All right. So I have an app that I want to show you all at the end of this and an offer for that. But first, we got to get the Shopify up and running in order for the app to work with the Shopify. Okay. All right. Yep. People want to use their own work. And Felicia, this is what I do too. You want to use your own work? Great. Upload it. Hit the little print as is button. Do not expect me to do any free artwork. And I'm going to print that thing just as fugly as it is right from there. And then I don't look at it. I don't take a picture of it because I already know I'm not going to want it on my timeline. I'm not going to want it in my Instagram. Like, look, this was literally a pay per play. Like they paid for it. They wanted it. They got it. Just remove yourself from that outcome because that wasn't your outcome. But they paid. And here's the other thing. Yes, Nisi, for sure. Now, this is the thing. They're going to put this, they're going to put their design next to what you design for other people because they see your work. And they're going to wonder, well, what's the difference? But the difference was you paid for design versus you asked me to print your stuff. Right? And then that's when the customer is going to have to understand that the quality, the premium level of work that you provide is worth the price. And if they don't understand it and they are truly happy with their stuff, let them sit in their delusional, like, right. They have the right to be delusional about that. They think their stuff is dope with that box around it. Cool. We don't play like that, but they're willing to wear it. I personally don't like doing it because I hate for people to be like, oh yeah, I got this from Shannon, the t-shirt lady. Ooh, yeah. Okay. But don't do the work for free. I'm telling you that. Do not do the work for free just because you want to see a better quality product. Let your customer understand fully what it is that they're purchasing so you don't get them used to something that you can't maintain. All right. They say how you get them is how you have to keep them. So if every time they hand you a ugly piece of artwork and you go fire it up, then what they're going to do? They're going to keep giving you that because you've already set the tone. So this is what the website is not going to allow. The website is going to say, hey, when you upload this graphic, I have an art fee of this. If you don't want to pay this art fee, upload your print and check out this box that says as is. All right. That's it. That's the extent of what you have to do. And you let it go. Everyone says, don't even mention my name. Amen. Amen. All right. Any other problems y'all foresee? Any other problems you having right now before we even get to the Shopify store? I don't want y'all to think of the problems that you might have with Shopify. I want you to tell me the problems you're having right now with your order taking process, with your production process, with your turnaround times. Like, what's going on? Because the whole idea is if we can identify how we can streamline, systemize, automate, optimize, delegate, whatever we have to do, this is the time to identify those things right now. All right. And then if we are done, okay, y'all have some more problems. Okay, I was gonna say we're done. We're going to get on to defining our project. So I want everybody to have a clear customer, one clear customer in mind when we start the Shopify store. Getting clients in the arena I want to work with, which is schools. Kimberly, you took that right out of my head. So that is precisely what we're going to be doing for the challenge. We're going to pick one client. We're going to name this client. We're going to imagine him or her in every element, from what type of hair they have down to what kind of shoes they're wearing. I want you to literally picture and envision this person, because we want to make sure that our website is speaking exactly to them. And then in the future, if you want to add products and market to others, we'll do that. Right now, you're going to speak to one specific person, one specific project. Y'all, this is one challenge. The whole goal of this challenge is to get you some orders, get some traffic flowing to your website, and make sure that you are the authority in what it is that you're doing. So if you're the authority, you're able to command your price. You're able to command the type of client that you want and the type of experience that you want to give and that you want to receive. All right. So we're going to, that's the last thing that we're going to do tonight. So keep that in mind. We're going to pick our one client. Okay. Getting pics from them. They come in email, text messenger. Exactly. So Nisi, this is precisely what I'm talking about. Getting the photos from them, getting the words that they want, the exact spellings, the dates. Like some of them literally like sending us pictures of an obituary, like, oh, this is the information I want on a t-shirt. Oh, no, baby, we got to type that out, because if I misspell this person's name, or I type in the wrong date of birth, or the sunset date, then I'm upsetting the family. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to systemize this so that any human error can be reduced to as little as possible. All right. It's going to not only save headache, it's actually going to help you have a better customer experience, because that's what you're selling. You're not selling a product or a service. You're selling an experience. You want people to remember the feeling that they had when they worked with you. I'll be honest. I know that's why the majority of you are here with me. Y'all like the little feels that we get when we work together. I know it, because I get the feels too. That's why I want y'all to turn on the cameras, right? I love the feeling that I get doing this. If I didn't, guess what? It'll be just like that job. It'll be gone. I'll be stepping away from it. Like I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna create an opportunity. I don't care if the opportunity earns me less. If it buys my freedom and makes me feel good, I'm gonna do that thing. Okay. So I'm here because of the feeling that I get when I do this. And I want you to understand that you have the power to design your life just like that, and to create an experience for other people where you are, where they feel like being. Okay. Gotcha, E. Having supplies available for the unexpected. That is, okay, gotcha. So I didn't have that on my list. So let me put that on my list. Basically, having a go-to inventory. Go-to inventory. Now, here's the thing that I'm going to suggest for your store. You will have no more. Now, for this challenge, we're going to stick to a single product so that we understand how to post things. That's it. You can go back and do more. My suggestion for you when you're starting your store is no more than 5 products. Go ahead in your mind and think of the person that you're going to market to, the scenario that's going to be best to market to that person, and only 5 products. Okay. All of us can do t-shirts. T-shirts is by default what most of us can do, and it is the easiest to sell and market. All right. But I want you to be very intentional about the content that you're putting out. So then that way, this is what you keep in inventory, only 5 products. And you can also make sure that these are things that you don't have to keep much inventory at all of. Okay. So I'll give you what I feel like is the go-to inventory for once we start identifying our avatar. Okay. All right. Good deal. Y'all are coming to me with good stuff. All right. So let's get into the avatar tonight. So this is your ideal client. Right here, right now, we are going to decide. And to decide is to be the death of all things but this one thing. Okay. That's what a decision is. As women, sometimes our decisions are, I don't know, I don't want Chinese, or I don't want Mexican. Like, that's not a decision. That's how we like to have conversations when it comes to making decisions. We got to decide. That means death to all things except for one thing. So we are going to decide tonight who our ideal client is, and one specific product that we are going to target to that client. Okay, so a decision is not, well, I don't know. I think I want to do sports, but they be asking me to do birthday shirts all the time. So we are going to choose one. Choose one. Okay. So I would love for it to be something that is scalable. So I'm going to encourage you. You know what? I'm going to require you to pick something that has a group model to go with it. Okay. And the reason why I say that is not to say that like a one-off shirt can't get you money and can't get you clients. But if you work with a group model, you're guaranteed to scale faster because you're going to get bulk orders faster. Okay. So what I mean by group model is I want you to think of a funeral home. Funeral home needs business all day, every day, bulk orders they're willing to pay for urgency, right? So if that's going to be your project, like I said, you got to decide though. Decide is the death of all things except for the one thing that you pick. Okay. So if you want to do memorial, let it be memorial. You have graduation as a theme. You have schools, right? Just schools in general. You could just pick a school. You don't have to choose sports specifically. You could say, okay, my local high school are the Lincoln Trojans, right? So I'm going to create a store that has Lincoln Trojan stuff in it. And then I'm going to market to this school. And then I'll tell another school, hey, do you like the way I did this Lincoln Trojans? Oh, you want me to do the God Be Cougars too? Because you feel a certain type of way that I only have Lincoln Trojans? All right, well, guess what? I can make a design for that. Then that's how you build on your store. Okay. But I want you to pick one. Pick one. Another group model would be churches, right? Organizations, right? You could do corporate. Y'all, a lot of times we're trying to go business to consumer, but we can straight go business to business. You can, your first client that you could be targeting could be businesses. Well, let me show you, instead of having that little bitty logo in the left chest, let me show you what an all over bowling league shirt looks like for your business, your company, right? Let me show you, if you do window washing, let me show you what your window washing uniform could look like instead of that little logo in the corner nobody sees. If you're all the way up on a skyscraper, somebody's going to see your shirt from up there and they're going to want to do business with you, right? So pick your ideal client and we're going to do a group model. Now, I know some of us probably want to do birthday shirts and that sort of thing. Birthday shirts can be a group model because you have parties and things of that nature. But I want us to focus on areas where we can literally get a contract from a single person and immediately get multiple sales. Okay. We can add any other stuff later. Now, if you really want to focus on the birthday stuff, then what I want you to focus on for that stuff is making sure that you show that you can do multiple things for that order. I don't want us doing one-off shirts. If we can avoid one-off shirts, that is going to be the name of the game. You cannot scale one-offs. You cannot scale. I've tried the game of one-offs. And I literally will go to an event, bring my computer, bring my printers, bring my heat press. I design on demand like this. And I still could not keep, I don't do that after the event. It wears me out. But I do it just so that I can get customers intrigued, that I can put their logo on something instantly, or I can make a football shirt for a football mom that might, be passing by at the event. But it's not what I want to continue to do. Those one-off shirts are not where it's at. You want to be able to scale your business, okay? Now, you can offer them, but that's not what we're going to base our Shopify store on, okay? Now, I will tell you this. If you decide to do sports and you do photo shirts, that doesn't mean it's a one-off photo shirt. Almost every single time I've ever done a sports shirt, I've never done just one sports shirt. I'm going to tell you like this. I'll do one. I'll show the mock-up. And my goal is, this is a hint to y'all. Do the mock-up, get the shirt done as soon as you possibly can, because if you get it to them before the actual event, you're going to get multiple orders. If you focus on the quality and how fast you get them to them, you will not have to haggle with price, and you will get more orders. Because as soon as that thing is done and that mom has that shirt a week before the game and she shows it off, you have an opportunity right then and there to get another 10 shirts. I'm telling you, this is how it works. But if we wait to the last minute, we're overwhelmed. We barely get the shirt to the lady an hour before the game, and we had to drive to the game and meet her at the game because we're so overwhelmed with answering orders in our DMs. It's holding us back from greatness. So let's get the system together. Let's do this the way that it's going to help us scale and buy back our time. Because now that one shirt order that we did has turned into another 10, possibly another 100, if we can perform like we need to perform. Absolutely. We're talking about upselling, and we're talking about over-delivering. If you can over-deliver, you have a customer for life. Matter of fact, you have a marketer for life, because they will tell, and unless they're real stingy, they don't like to let people know where they got their stuff from. But I got a way to combat that too, y'all. You make them a business partner. You tell them, hey, how many of y'all didn't want to tell people where y'all were getting your templates from? Until we had the affiliate program where you could get 50% of somebody commission. Huh? So I developed a system. I said, you know what? I'm everybody's best kept secret. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. So let's be business partners here. Let me tell you, if you tell this person over here where you get your templates from, they're 50% your customer for life too. That's it. Right? So now I don't feel like people are hiding me. I feel like if they have the opportunity, if somebody's really interested, they'll say, hey, here's my affiliate link. Go ahead, buy it. Do what you do. Right? So create opportunities instead of thinking that nobody's going to share. All right. So like I said, I have some things for that. Do promotional items for those people. Do affiliates for them, or you don't have to call it affiliates. You can call it a partnership or commission, right? Or what you could do is tell them, hey, if you send me somebody your next order, and I will completely waive your $25 art fee. Or I will do your next shirt because what they're doing, they're bringing you business. Now, instead of you taking money off, you're taking bartering into account, which has a much higher value than the actual dollar cost that you're losing or not making on that sale. You can give away a $25 art fee without actually losing any money out your bank account, right? Incentivize that process. Get people to sell for you. And as long as you worry about delivering, as long as you worry about getting people results, then they will do the selling for you. That's how y'all help me grow. Y'all help me grow, and y'all help sell this community because of results that you get, whether you know it or not. I'm just letting y'all know. No, we can't go back and give credit, and here's the thing too. You can use your affiliate links, and then because there's absolutely no way to go back and give it. Now, what you could do if and I'm not gonna call it because I see it's sent to me privately, but if you didn't use somebody's affiliate link, what you could do is you can, when you refer somebody next, if you want to pay it forward, then you refer that person that referred you, so they get credit for that affiliate sale. If that's what you really feel in your heart, that's a great thing to do. Okay. All right. And that's just principle based. That's all. Yep. You're welcome, love. All right. So now let's get into this avatar, y'all, because we're getting into the end of the night. It's about to be it. It's about to be it. And then tomorrow. Okay. So before we do this avatar, I'm going to tell y'all what your homework is in case we have people start dropping off. Okay. Homework is, I have to start giving homework now, because I've got to make sure that we're following up and following through. So homework is tonight. I want you to go live, not live, but you can do a video, because I don't think y'all can go live. Record a video of your experience in this challenge. I don't care if it's good or bad. I just want you to talk about your experience in this challenge and upload it in the Innate Creators Facebook group. You can talk about your experience. You can talk about what you want to do. You could talk about a problem that you have. I don't care. I just want you to get used to doing something live tonight. Do it tonight, though. Get it over with. I don't care if you got your bonnet on, whatever the issue is, this is your safe space. Because when we come tomorrow, listen, when we come tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to do another video. So tonight is your get it over. Hey, this is me. I can't wait to get my Shopify up. My avatar is this, and I'm going to do this project. Like whatever it is that you want to say that you're excited about, put it out there, get it live, get it over with. Because during this challenge, after this, we're not going to just be going live, and we're not just going to be posting video in the group. After this, you're going to be posting to your social media. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's going live after today. So this is your chance to go live, get it over with, have your community supports, and have people like, yeah, let's go, Keisha, let's go, Cassandra, I know you can do it. That's how we are in this community. Now, you might hear crickets when you post it on your Instagram and stuff. It's okay, but I want to get you used to the fact that somebody is going to celebrate you, somebody's going to see you as long as you put it out there, okay? All right, so tonight, yep, you're going to upload it to the Innate Creatives Facebook group. That's all you have to do is upload. It could be a 10-second video. I just want to see a video. Okay. Introduce and this is like, you know, like free game. Y'all get to introduce. I never let y'all put anything inside of the Innate Creatives Facebook group that's not like a template or something, some work that you did. So this is your opportunity to introduce yourself to the folks. Let them know that hey, I'm premium. I'm over here investing in myself. You see what I'm doing over here. Watch me work. Here's the other thing it does. And I wasn't going to tell y'all what it does, but here's another thing it does. You put yourself out there. Now you got to get the work done. Because you done told everybody you in this challenge, what you're excited to do. And now you must be congruent with what it is that you said you was excited to do and what you're going to accomplish. Right? When we go tell somebody, hey, at the beginning of the year, I'm eating like this and I'm drinking my water and minding my business and getting my sleep. And then like we just kind of fall off and don't never say nothing again. We just kind of like ease off the, like that. Listen, we're not going to be allowed to do that because we're going to be held accountable. Okay. So that's another thing that it's going to do. Just for tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our avatar. All right. That's the last thing that we're doing tonight. And then I'm going to let y'all get some rest. So your avatar first, I want you to think of who is the person that is going to be able to not only afford your product, because your product is premium, sublimation, custom design, the artwork that you do is premium, the time frame that you get stuff in is premium, the quality of work that overall you perform is premium. Your customer service is going to be premium. Your website is going to be premium. Nothing about you is going to say, hey, I'm the person that's going to do your $5 t-shirts. Nothing about you is going to say that. Okay. So we're going to make sure our messaging speaks directly to our ideal client. So ideal client is going to purchase your product. What is the product that you have to offer? What we're going to do in the Shopify store is a t-shirt. You can always go back and mock up something else because t-shirt is typically what we're all selling at our core product. Okay. So that's your core product. If you have a different core product, you'll be able to, after the challenge, do the same design and mock it up on something else. Okay. So you have your core product. Who is the ideal client for that core product? And I want y'all to start telling me in the chat right now, what is your core product? And the core product is not just a t-shirt. I told y'all to pick a group that you can sell to. Is it the funeral homes? Is it the local high schools? Is it the city league sports teams? Is it businesses, local businesses? Nisi says funeral homes because that's almost all I've been doing lately. That's what I'm saying. Like, it might not be the thing that like that immediately we go to, like, oh, this is just so, this is just, so sexy of an industry that I want to be working in. Like, literally, it can be the thing that is almost the most heart-wrenching, which is memorial and funeral homes, but you're You have such a transformation that you can provide for others. You have such a result that you can give to them that it almost raises their frequency. It raises their vibrations when they get your product. So really and truly, you can say that not only do you provide a premium product, but you provide a premium experience, right? So look at what you're doing as a transformation, as a result that you're getting for your clients, not just as, hey, this is a product that, once I did it, I hand it off, here, it's done. This is an experience, okay? So funeral home, great. Graduation stall for high school and college, cool. That's a great one. Pop Warner football cheerleaders, perfect. Okay, so now you're identifying your core product. Memorial funerals, good deal. Yeah, you would have never chosen it, but it chose you. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes our purpose is real clear because it will choose you. And the thing is, you won't be able to shake it because you provide such, some people can't even do memorial stuff. Like, it doesn't sit well with them. I would actually get complete quiet time. I would wait to do all my memorial projects until I had no hustle and bustle in the shop. I would be up, it'd be like midnight or 2:00 in the morning, and I would have complete peace and quiet. And I would channel whatever I needed to channel to make sure that I poured love into that project. Right. And then I'm text messaging the client 12:00 in the morning, 2:00 in the morning when I'm done with the proof, and they're in tears saying that they love it, right? So this is a part of the process. This is a part of the experience that I can give to my ideal client. So now they're raving and they're sending it, they're putting it on their Facebook page. They're sending it to all the family members, and everyone is enjoying the experience that was supposed to be something detrimental. And I'm helping them in that process. So for me, it was therapeutic to be able to offer that to others, right? So pick your project. Pick one project. Memorial keepsake, school, local sports. Yep. High schools. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all can do the high schools in the community, that is an easy way to keep it simple. You don't even have to get crazy. You could do logos and people's color schemes. They already have their color schemes. It's simple. It's really simple. So Evelyn says you never looked at it like this before. You do sympathy floral arrangements. So starting with the teas will lead to other items as well. Absolutely. You can get into memorial slates and clocks, things that help to memorialize the value that person's life had on others. You do one memorial clock for one client, and then the rest of the family members, the rest of the siblings, the rest of the nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles are going to want that item. So this is how you're going to, that's why I say, think about the group type of orders, the bulk orders that you can do. And it doesn't have to be major bulk. It doesn't have to be a 5,000 shirt order that you get, from the local prison. Like some of y'all, that might be a thing to do. Like literally, the prison system has government contracts for people to print t-shirts. Y'all hear what I'm saying? $1 million contracts at times to do uniforms and government contracts. So it might not be what you think is fun or pretty or cutesy. It doesn't have Cookie Monster and balloons and glitter on it, but it's $1 million contract. Right? So for some of you, that might be how you target and how you market. And that could be marketed just the same way that you're marketing for the local businesses, because you have to have something in place to apply for the government contract. So that's why I say have your ideal customer in mind, because your website is going to be what attracts your ideal client. So if you want to do business to business, start setting up your store to look business to business. Okay, you go it that way. You're going to put yourself in a position to attract those type of contracts. Awesome, Lisa. You have direct access to a business and huge school district. Use it, whatever you have access to. Let's use that. Perfect. And I see you all are already doing the upsell type items, grave blankets, buttons, stoles, fans, etc. Yes. Yes. So I want you to have in your mind that once we upload this shirt, Now, once you have your Shopify going, oh, it's easy. I can upload the fan with that. I can upload the slates. I can upload the stoles. Then it's easy. It's just a process. Okay. So the ideal, now that you've identified your core product, I want you to reverse engineer that and say, who is the client that is going to purchase that core product? Who is he? Who is she? If you told me school neighborhood sports, are you marketing to the parent or are you marketing to the coach? Are you marketing to the PTA? Are you marketing to the organizations that sell stuff? Right? Like the booster club, right? Who is that ideal client? I need you to specifically write down who they are, what they do, because now it's going to be easy to target them. So you got mom with athletic children. Got it. Van Teresa, that's a good one. Come on, y'all come to me with the avatar. Who are they? The funeral homes themselves. And that's an easy avatar because you could literally go to the yellow pages. I'm saying the yellow pages. Y'all know we don't have yellow pages like that anymore, but you can literally go to your Google listing and type in funeral homes and identify your avatars immediately. To be bougie mom, first time graduate mom and dad. Yep, coach and PTA. And that's that. Let's get real specific. Let's go with the bougie PTA mom. There you go. The bougie PTA mom is your ideal client. So if you get real specific, the way you design is going to be for the bougie PTA mom. Okay. School employees. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. If you can get the school employees or the students rocking your products, that's automatically marketing and advertising to other people in that environment. I had about 15, I call them my babies. They've grown babies. They're like 16 to 18, volunteer when I have my brick and mortar store. And they would wear my stuff. They would give me ideas for creations. We'd make stuff at the shop. They wear that stuff to school. Not even 30 days into them wearing that stuff to school, we were getting contracts from the football team, from the track squad, from the parents, from the coaches. All of that, okay? Just from the kids wearing the stuff to school. I understand, love. And I appreciate you letting me know that. All right, so get real specific. Now I want you to tell me your avatar's age, your avatar's gender, where they shop. Where you gonna find them shopping? Are they gonna be shopping at Neiman Marcus? Are they gonna be shopping at Ross? Get real specific because this is going to help you because you said the bougie PTA. So the bougie PTA might be at a different one than our Bougetto PTA mom. Okay. They might be, it might be different areas they shop. So the idea is that if you're going to target them, then you make sure your messaging is clear. All right. Clear messaging. You're going to reach other people with your messaging too. Let me be clear about this. When you develop your avatar, it doesn't mean that you only sell to that person. It means you only speak to that person. Okay. And as a matter of fact, I'm getting clear on that, right? So I'm speaking to creatives that want to craft to quit. They want to craft to quit their jobs and they want to quit crafting so they can run full-time and create a legacy. That's my messaging, right? So I'm literally talking to folks that have a great skill and talent, but just don't know how to monetize it and make it their main source of income. But if I can help you monetize it, make it your main source of income, then you can quit doing the thing that you don't want to do the thing that you love to do, design your life, create your happiness, and scale your business. And then pass that on to your kids. Okay, so that's my whole goal. That's who I'm speaking to. That's why y'all are here in this room right now. We all the same. We all one big old unit. One unit. Awesome. Cassandra created a mind map. Let's go. All right. So I want specifically, go ahead and name your ideal client. Go ahead and name him or her. You already know where they shop. You know what they like to eat. You know what they like to drink. And see, all of these things too help you identify how to create your marketing campaign. Create the fonts that you use, the colors that you use, the presence that you have for the mock-ups, all of that. All right. This is going to clearly help you make yourself magnetic and attract the ideal client that you already have in your mind. Okay. Same way that I said with your freedom, be specific about what your freedom looks like. Be specific about what your client looks like. And then that way, every time you're doing something, you can literally envision that person wearing what it is, buying what it is, and promoting what it is that you do. Because you're going to do it so well that they want to promote it. They have no choice to promote it. Like when they're showing it off, they're going to be promoting your stuff. Oh, Lisa, you do embroidery for a few companies. You never thought about offering the printed shirts? Oh, well, this is an excellent opportunity to do that. Excellent opportunity to do that. And I'm going to show you all two things. We're going to do a digital design and a screen printed design. That's why I say I want y'all to just stick with t-shirts for right now. So if you don't already do screen printing, y'all are in luck because I'm going to show you a way that you can make money hand over fist with make it $1 out of 15 cents. Okay. Literally, you should be able to profit $1 out of 15 cents because we're going to use some 15-cent transfers to make sure that you're able to do screen printed jobs. So when people ask for $10 shirts, you got a $10 shirt option, but they have a minimum of 30 shirts. Okay. That's going to be what you offer to your schools, your businesses, your like if you have a certain expression, you do it a screen print, and then you still don't have to make the shirts until they're ordered. So you can do them on demand. You're not wasting a bunch of prints on a bunch of shirts that you have sitting up in your warehouse or in your garage somewhere, and you sold 20 mediums, but you still have 100 extra larges that nobody ordered. You can literally only buy the blank shirts that are needed and press the design on them as the orders come in. You can sell those shirts for $10, and those shirts will cost you no more than $4 to produce and 7 seconds to press. Okay. So we're going to do that in addition, because when you already know we're going to talk about sublimation, because sublimation is my baby. Obviously, sublimation is my thing. But I'm going to tell you, I stopped doing vinyl. That was the first thing I stopped doing. I made more money selling vinyl than doing vinyl shirts. I started selling my vinyl at my store. Like, look, y'all come in here, buy all the vinyl you want. I made more money selling the sheets of vinyl than I did taking the time to weed and press and make these vinyl shirts. Sell the vinyl, sell it. I promise you'll make all kind of money. And what happens is I became the resource for people to get vinyl. And then they were like, oh, what's this sublimation thing? Well, I don't do sublimation. Can I just send my sublimation orders to you? Absolutely. Then I started teaching people sublimation in the area. Absolutely. I'll teach you. If you're willing to pay, I'm willing to teach. Sure thing. Don't be scared. Don't be coming in here trying to learn what I do on the slide. Go ahead and ask me straight up and I will teach you. I would have classes while I was creating my own competition in my neighborhood. Yep, sure did. So some of y'all may find that in your passion. All right. So we're at a close for tonight, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the last little 10 minutes and answer any questions you may have. Give y'all this time. We only have 10 minutes, so don't be on here asking me for advice on how should I handle my husband don't like that I do crafting. What do I like? Look, we ain't got time to go through the counseling session. We can tackle some things right now, some answers that y'all have about this process, about this challenge, what you all need some help with right now that I can help with during this challenge. Okay. We'll save the other issues. We'll have a share with Shanon therapy session. Okay. All right. Okay, the homework, absolutely. The homework is to make a video. You can talk about your avatar. I want you to freestyle. You could talk about the avatar. You could talk about what project you're going to do in your Shopify store. You could talk about your experience here in the challenge. It needs to be something challenge related. Okay, so that I know that that's what this is for. And you're going to post it inside of Innate Creatives Facebook group. Now, after tonight, you're going to be posting outside of the group, okay? So this is your opportunity to just get it in there, get your nerves out. It does not have to be live. It can be pre-recorded, okay? Nisi, question about the avatar. When we set up the store for just a funeral home, for instance, how do we add other things like the graduation stuff? That's an excellent question. So what we're going to do is create categories for that. And those categories would distinguish, like if you have somebody coming for the funeral products, that category will actually take them to a page that only has the memorial products. If you're doing graduation, you don't want to take them to the memorial products. You want to take them to the graduation stuff, right? If you're doing birthday, you want to take them to the birthday stuff. If you want to send them to your generic page where it has all of the categories, because that person, you don't know where that person's coming from and what exactly they need, they'll see a category. Oh, you do graduation, you have memorial, you do school shirts, you do sports items, whatever those categories are, we can map them out because now you know how to market them to your ideal client. So that's why we're going to start with one category. And then we're going to build that product out. And I will give you ideas for the other categories as well. But the system will work exactly the same way that you upload it for this one category will be the same process you duplicate for the other categories. Evelyn, I'm so glad you asked this. How does this work with a physical store? Okay. So for a physical store, you can absolutely, I'm so glad you asked this, because when I said, and I was just explaining this the other night when we were doing our VIP session here at the shop. Even if I was only doing a physical store, I would still set up my Shopify store and my online store first. The reason why is because I wasted so much time talking to people about orders that even if they placed it, it wasn't worth the time that I spent talking about orders. Okay. And then what happens is I would create this experience for people that they would expect every single time. So if they came to the front desk and I wasn't there to collect their order and to talk to them about their order, oh no, never mind, I'll come back when Shannon's here. Like, no, that's why I put somebody at the front. So I don't have to talk about the orders anymore. Y'all wear me out. It's wearing me out. So don't create a system that can't be maintained. It can't be scaled. So if you create the system, even when somebody eventually how I had it, somebody would physically walk in my store, they got to go over to that computer and submit their order. Yep, I would have a computer up front. Y'all go over there, submit your order. I'm not submitting it for you. You go over there, and it was this, I had to clickety clack, big old keyboard and stuff. So they would feel all like embarrassed that they on this big old computer over there. That's fine. You could have did this from your phone at home. You could have did this on your laptop at home. But y'all want to come up here and spend time and energy. Yep, get on a slow computer over here and upload. Now, nowadays, I probably would have it a faster and better computer, because you want to provide that experience for people, but you don't want to walk them through it. You don't want to be standing there while they're placing the order. You still want them to understand that this is the way that your orders are taken, and this is your streamlined process. I had to convert my customers to that. And I'm talking about in a rural area too, where, people barely understand the internet. So I had to convert them from me talking and writing down and drawing up, literally sketching out orders for them. I had to convert them to that, to, hey, come over here to the computer, pick the color of your shirt, go ahead and type in the words you want, upload your photo, and then I would still design it for them on the back end, but at least all of the input was there for me. Okay. And that's how you all are going to have it. They'll input it and then they'll select a template. Once they select a template, it gives you an idea of which template to use to give them their output. Okay. Evelyn said she had a customer come in and spent over an hour trying to send pics from their phone. Yeah, and Yeah, it be some weird stuff, y'all. Like somebody was like trying to show me all the pictures on their phone. I seen something I wasn't supposed to see, and I'm like trying to act like I didn't see. I'm like, look, sir, you just submit what you need to submit. I don't need to see the extraness. Just submit what you need to submit. You're good on that, okay? Like, listen, it's inefficiencies can cost us some time and some mental fatigue, okay? All right. So any other questions y'all have? I want to make sure I address them tonight. All right. So tomorrow we're going to get into the product that we're going to market to, and we're going to talk about how we're going to market that thing and why it matters what we're doing. But we are going to do some work tomorrow. So tomorrow, make sure that you come with your Photoshop. And if you don't have Photoshop, there is, or if you don't have your preferences and everything set, go ahead and set that up. Okay. We're going to do very, very, very little Photoshop. Okay. Very little Photoshop. You definitely want to do your dual screens. You will want to do dual screens. Okay. Yes, Nisi, actually this replay is going to be available for sure. It's actually on YouTube right now. Tomorrow's will so yeah, you can watch it until tomorrow, because I think what I said I was going to leave it up for the weekend. So you'll have it for the whole week and I'll leave it up for the weekend. And after the weekend, I'm taking it down. So before Monday, I'm taking it down. But you definitely can go ahead, catch up, so you'll be ready for tomorrow, okay? All right, all right. Yes, you can use your computer, and like if you want to view the session on a phone or another monitor or a tablet, you can do that as well. I like to use dual screens because just in case something is on one screen, I can always drag it over to my other screen, so it's easier for me. But work with what you have to work with so that you can at least have one source where you can view and one source where you can do the work. Okay. And you all check back in tomorrow. The file will be uploaded. Usually I upload the file about an hour before class. I'm going to do it 2 hours before, just in case. Yeah, there's no download. Usually what I do is I don't provide the download until like an hour before class, because what will happen is I will have a scenario where somebody's computer can't perform and it'll hold down the whole class. So usually we have the product available an hour before class. If you can download it within an hour, that typically means that you can participate in the session without having your computer freeze up and holding up the whole class. No, we don't have any download today. Today is our mindset, prepare, get ready. Y'all go ahead, shoot your little video tonight, because I'm about to let y'all go. Shoot it tonight. Go ahead and upload it, because as of tomorrow, what you're going to be doing is you're going to document the process, okay? You're actually going to take a little video. Hey, look what I'm designing today. Take a little screen video, and you're going to post it, okay? Then as well, when we finish working on the Shopify store, hey, look at my Shopify store. I'm ready to roll. Like, you're going to post it, okay? I want you all get used to showing people what it is that you can do, so that we make this a regular, recurring thing that we do. And it becomes not just comfortable, it becomes necessary. And it's something that we must do in order to have our business not just survive, but thrive. Okay. All right, loves. Okay. Y'all get some rest tonight. I'm so excited to get started on this journey, because I am literally doing this with you all. So this is an experience for me as well. And I'm excited to go back to ground zero and feel what it feels like to start over with all the information that I have. Because y'all know I haven't made shirts in years. I haven't done like orders in years now, probably about 3-4 years. So so this takes me back to ground zero, where I can help you all scale from the information that I have, but from the starting point that you're at. So I'm excited. All right, all right. So listen, I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. And until next time, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Love y'all. Take it easy. See y'all tomorrow.